Never thought it would have been Olmar. This meow that would set us straight with some of the realest words you're gonna hear, especially coming from a band like this boy. What's up, it's your boy Sin, trying to come back with another analysis slash reaction video, and I kid you not, that's my real name. This episode was filled with fraud, man. We are teetering on the balance of, well, we're already in the midst of a war, but it's a losing battle for one side, and you know who that is. But anyways, we start the episode with them dumping bodies, man. They dropping these niggas off and putting their souls to rest, hopefully. Because, I mean, they're hacked to pieces, man. Arms missing, jaws are, hanging off and separated from the mandibles. I mean, from the part of the jaw where the mandibles connect, it's crazy. But, these dudes out here taking mad L's and losing way more than they should have been, should have invested. All because of some man's weak ego. Got them out there fighting a losing battle, and he knew this shit the whole time, even if he didn't want to admit it. You know what I'm saying? You're not there, taking these charges, taking, these dudes out on the front line, taking these dudes on the front line. You in the back, coasting, chilling. And when it comes time for you to get dealt with, you get your ass handled and knocked the fuck out. Sitting back home on the sidelines like a weak motherfucker. So, I mean, I ain't following behind a weak nigga. Like, just straight up. So, yeah, man, this dude's father, Canute's father, his ghost is talking to him. He gave up the ghost, and now he's speaking with him. He's on the line telling him, "Hey, man, you now you want to get soft? Now you want to show mercy? You done put it out there on the line. You might as well go ahead and push through. You know what I'm saying? Just murk these dudes, because they on they laurels right now, resting, healing up, and licking their wounds. Because you done did that to him, and you might as well go ahead and, give him the finishing blows." Pause. But we get to the hideout, and Olmar walking up on the beast, and he see the carnage. Everybody done been laid to waste, man. And they waste, man. Like they're in bad shape. People, getting in the process of getting deleted left and right. Their limbs are gone. They're screaming out in pain. This dude is asking, dude that he was cool with, he was effing, the daughter on the side. And the pops didn't even care because, he was messing with, the owner of the farmland. This dude is missing both arms, like from the elbow down. And his daughter crying over there, my father's hand's gone. His whole forearm is gone. He went out there, to fight because, he feels like he owes you some debt. And he's asking you just to take care of his family, take care of his daughter, which means you had a wife too. And at the very least, Olmar got a conscience, man. He's up there, he's puking. He can't handle it, man. He's the weakest nigga. But he throwing up. This is what you asked for. This is what you signed up for. And the dude that he offed, telling him you can't even kill a pig, and you up here fighting. This is where he's seeing ghosts, obviously, but that's the ghost that haunts him, and he ain't got no metal, he ain't got no fucking spine. He can't even face up to what he's caused, what he's done. People are dead. People are dying. People are forever maimed because of your weakness. Get the entire fuck up out of here, man. PAN. And the first P and the first letter stand for meow. All right, man. But then they get you get back to the crib, and his mom getting mad at Snake. She's like, Snake. I'm like, she gonna sit down. I will jack slap this shit out of you. She gonna throw water on him, and he ain't gonna die, even though he could have slithered his way out of that situation. Man, you gotta be kidding me. They asking them to surrender. They send the emissaries and say, "Hey, go out and tell this man to surrender, man." And Kettle, he's passed out, like I said. And this is actually a talking point. Torg is still on some shit talking about I can take a handful of men, all these 20 men. You ain't even got 5, nigga. I would challenge you to find 10. I give you 1,000 pounds in your money, because I ain't paying that, that's all. But shit your ugly ass down, bitch. Mama ugly as fuck. I'd have murked that. Like, talking about we need to continue fighting on. For what? Like, even y'all best warriors on your side have been dealt with, because Snake is the only real on your side. Yeah, Thorfinn might be a discussion, a conversation, but y'all don't even count him among the conversation. He's stronger than you, Torgil. But you know, he wants to continue on. He's egging, you know, his brother on, because we found out that he's a true successor. Torgil, it ain't you, even though you're strong, but you know, you headstrong too. So your father would, you know, be a fool to put you in charge, even though this coward, you know what I'm saying, you'll pull brother, you know, he ain't even close to being a warrior. He ain't even a civilian. He's a fucking lackey, coasting off of his daddy's coattails. But he makes a surprising decision as his successor, as the man right now who can make the decisions. He bows the fuck out. Smart. I'm like, this stupid ass nigga got a brain after all. He ain't all dumb. Ain't all stupid like I thought he was. You know, let his pride get the better of him. He's the reason that they're in this situation to begin with. At least he's the excuse that the king could use, because, you know, he was a fool to, you know, show his ass in front of the king and got made a fool of. He made a way. He was the gateway to which this situation could happen, that they could, you know, seize the farm on some kind of terms, you know, or under certain conditions. So, I mean, he's like, I'm an incompetent. And even I fucking know that we need to give up the ghost and, you know, take the banishment, take the 10 years out of, you know, the country, banished, or, you know, whatever it is, because there's no way in hell, not a chance in hell, no way, no chance in hell, as he's saying in WWF, that you're winning this. You know what I'm saying? You might be WWE Raw in your feelings right now on this Monday night, but it doesn't matter, to quote a great man, because there's nothing you can do. Unless you got 10 Torgils at the very least, you ain't winning shit. You can't even have a conversation. You know, so, you know, his brother told him, he's like, look, he's disgusted. But he does tell him, at least you stood on your courage as a Norseman. And he shocks his brother and everybody by saying, like, nah, man, like, I know why this war started. It's because of me and because of my stupid pride, because I made a fool of myself and by way that my family. He finally gets it. He says, man, I don't want anybody else's blood on my hand. People already died because of me. You know what I'm saying? People are X'd because of me permanently. And I regret that. I regret the decision. And he says the realest shit you done ever heard in this anime from a weak nigga to begin with. Like, he says, when they were making fun of him, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have the courage to accept their mockery silently. Couldn't have said that shit better, man. Like, instead of trying to, you know, be a fake motherfucker, stand on some stupid pride that has no legs to stand on, admit the truth, accept your weakness, and, you know, your futility. There was nothing you could do in the moment. All you did was make a bigger mess for your family to clean up. And, you know, by literally your family also, because who ain't got nothing to do with the situation, you involved them. Their blood is squarely on your hands. Like, there's no way, no ifs, ands, or buts, no way, you know, getting around that. And, you know, at least he has the courage now to admit that in front of his brother, you know, who just like, push him aside. Man, you bang, get the fuck out of me. Get out of my way. Push past him. And is Toro gonna go out there and try to start some shit? Look like he is. He's got his arm patched up, you know, at least, you know, like he can fight still. So what are they gonna do? But, you know, Snake said he would go with Olmar to accept the surrender. The terms of surrender. And his brother can't even, he's like, get out of my sight. I can't even stand the sight of you. Like, and his grandpa, you know, is proud of him. Because, I mean, that's a manly decision. And he tells his son, Keto, that at least you have become a man with this decision. At least your son has become, one of your sons has become a man. And without the situation, might not have, but, you know. And, you know, he's not going to be mocked, at least by Snake. He applauds him for at least having the maturity, the temerity, the balls to accept this decision. You see he pushed. He ain't pushed Snake. Because you know he would have regret that decision. Calls them cowards. He's face up with Snake then right now. But you won't. It's easy to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all grandstand on something. And like, you know, there's always somebody stronger, better. And if you're strong, you can't beat a nuclear bomb. You can't beat a gun. You can't outrun, you know, a bow and arrow, electric bow and arrow. Like, you know, so, I mean, like, all this is stand on his pride and bullshit is dumb. Which brings us to Thorfinn. He goes also to, you know, to talk to the king, but, you know, he has no idea that Olmar and Snake are on their way to actually, you know, issue an apology. He goes up to, you know, the king's soldiers, and they just laugh at him like, get your little skinny, small, and scrawny ass out of here. Not knowing that this could end any of you niggas. Like, you want to talk about it like it is, like, it is what it is. You don't know who the fuck you speaking to. You lucky this nigga that became a pacifist and became a pan. You know? Yeah. This nigga. Because he could give him them 2 blades. He'll slice any of these up like bacon. So it's crazy that, like, you know, he's even in this position, like he's walking up to potentially death row. You know, the dude refuses him. Drop. You know, he should be dropped, drop boxed right there on the spot. No app. But you know, he's like he lets the dude hit off on him and tell him, I just want to speak to the king. He's like, man, let's go out here. And then Canute and Floki over here, and they're like, Taurus? Nah, I can't be. But even, you know, King Canute, he's on one because he, you know, he has he has super presence. You know, he has a huge awareness and presence as a king. He's like, man, I'm not even letting that shape my decision. He just moves the fuck on and walks off. But and they're like, nah, it can't be. But it is that very Thorfinn. And you know, he might be small in stature, but he packs a wallop. If he was to hit this dude, I'm not saying it'd be a one-hitter quitter, but he'd knock him out in like less than 5 or less punches. You know, pay less. He's gonna pay more. But you know, he hits him and he dodging his punches and all that stuff. And just Sam keeps, you know, pounding the table for his case. I just want to speak to the king, but he's caught blocking over there. Well, pause. You know what I mean? Access. And he said, all right, you know, they're wagering. You know, they wagered a bet on him when he got knocked flat for not paying attention. He said, okay, I'll take y'all up on that. So he said, like, you know, 20 punch take. You know, we ain't let you get away with 10 or less. All right, so like, some people are going up to 90, so we give you 100 punches. I'm like, 100, bruh. I get it. You the man stealing this anime. You a hardcore motherfucker. But taking 100, he takes it up. He says, nah, I mean, they said, like, okay, you know, if you lose, though, you forfeit your life to us. Like, golly, man, those some high stakes. And Einar, you know, he's been running there the whole time trying to, you know, stop Thorfinn. You know, talk to Leif that, why you gonna let this man, you know, go and talk to the king? It's something it's bigger than Thorfinn. It's something that he feels like he has to do. So he's gonna, you know, go out there and get it done. Stand on his word as a man. And I respect that, but I don't respect you being this pacifist pussy ass nigga. And you know, it's wild because he squares up, you know, ready for, you know, let off. But he tells Einar that's a secret in taking punches, and I know how to take hits. But I want you to be bigger than Dre, but I want you to be the opposite of a hit maker. So we move on to the preview, man, and the King of Rebellion. Damn, like his face is swollen in the next episode, but looks like he can finally have his audience with King Canute, and this is where we drop off. But man, it's gonna be interesting next week. Less action. We're gonna see some action again because we're gonna take them hits. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see what he has to say to KC and anytime Kansas City. But anyways, in the saga of V's, we're trying to stack V's on V's and make dubs. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Check me out at Centron Anime, Centron Life, or Centron Laughs, or other social media.